Hey there, everyone. Welcome to Scott's Thoughts and Stuff. I thought I'd come out here and do a bit of a travel vlog for you guys. I'm up here in Renfrew here, visiting with my kids, and I wanted to come out here and share a little bit more about my story with you guys. About my path in recovery and life, and more my experiences, so yeah, I wanted to come out here and do that for you. So yeah, so this is Renfrew. I'm just leaving my ex-wife's house. Me and my ex-wife are best friends, and we're up here visiting and seeing a few of my kids and one of my friend's daughters and another friend of my ex-wife's and stuff that are staying with us. And so yeah, eh. So yeah, I wanted to come down, share some more of my journey in recovery with you guys. Sometimes I'll be walking down this road, going down towards town, and I'll see a freaking giant ass deer just on the road, and looks off down into the woods or something. So yeah, the reason I ended up here in Renfrew was 2.5 years into my recovery, because my thinking still hadn't changed and I wasn't making any better life choices. I could talk recovery out my ass, but I wasn't making any life changes. So my actions got me in a lot more trouble, and I ended up actually ended up in Pembroke first, and I was living in a little room up above the resource center that I would go to and have my meals and shoot pool and be around people, and I learned how to socialize a little bit better, and it was a good. I actually ended up in a boarding house, and that was horrible. So I had some people, and they knew where I could go that would be safe for me. So that's how I ended up at the resource center, living upstairs. So yeah, and my kids are here. Sorry about the lighting. My kids were up here in Renfrew, not too far from Pembroke, and I was coming up here every year to see the kids and whatnot for a couple of years in my recovery, and then I went back, had gone back, and everything ended up going sideways. And some very poor life choices ended me up briefly. I had an apartment in Brantford, and my stipulations of just having my apartment was just to stay clean and sober and keep my nose clean, and I screwed that up. I pretty much ran away from that opportunity because I was afraid to be there. So I was in Pembroke, and then I ended up coming here to Renfrew to a recovery home for a few weeks, and I'll show you the McKay Manor. That's here in Renfrew. So yeah, it's I have to live this program. I gotta, people talk about being in the program, not just around the program, right? Like I was going in the first couple of years of my recovery, I was going and making the coffee and sharing tables, and at that point it was just all FaceTime. And you know what? I didn't even really know that at the time because I was still learning, but I had to make some more bad decisions to be able to learn from those mistakes and try something differently. And that's what I try to do now. I try, if something's not working, and I keep trying something new until I find what works, and then I just continue doing that, and I can apply that to any aspect of my life. So So yeah, I wanted to come out here and do a bit of a travel vlog about my recovery and more of my story with you guys, and maybe someone can relate with what I share. So, just a second. Howdy.
Hey.
How are you doing?
Pretty good, yeah?
Awesome, thanks. And get out here and make another video and go on a bit of more of an adventure out with me and partner. We're out and exploring some more trails. I guess the Algonquin, yeah, so it'd be the Algonquin Parkway. We have has trails up this way, and so we were exploring some of that. Oh crap! Sorry about the lighting, guys. It's really bright. There. Woohoo! So yeah, I just I have so much that I've learned that just by listening, right? Just being open-minded and just open to listen. There's there's listening and then there's actively listening. So I needed to learn how to actively listen. And when I actively listen and I actually retain what I'm actually listening to, then I can apply those tools in my life and have an opportunity to grow from that. And when I grab onto opportunity and apply the principles of this this 12-step program in my life, then I get better results. This is really bright. Holy mackerel. So yeah, I gotta work this, and sometimes it takes a lot of work. Sometimes it comes easy, But the things that I really got to work at are sometimes the most important things in my life that I need to look at and be accountable for and learn from and go through life experiences. So I'm going to take you. There's a couple places. Oh my gosh, it's really bright. Don't know if you guys can actually see a whole lot of this or not. Actually, should have come out later or something when it was a bit more overcast or something, but it's super bright out here. It's nice to be back here in Renfrew for a little while. Might run into some people. Renfrew is a bit of a recovery community, so I never know who you're gonna run into. Howdy. Have a good day. I have a lot of people that I've met here, and everyone I meet. It's like what I've shared before. It's like I don't miss places, I miss faces, right? So everyone I meet and learn from is part of my recovery. Yeah, both main streets here are all tore up because they're replacing them and fixing them and doing whatnot. So gotta get across the road here. So yeah, when I was I have to remember where I came from. And I always remember that, sometimes we get to the point where, hey, you know what, it wasn't that bad. Well, I gotta remember that, yeah, hell yeah, it was that bad. And you have to keep rebuilding your life and remaking amends, and your life just seems to just continually just get more and more unmanageable. Well, maybe it's time to make more change, and I need change. They say, we say it's like if nothing changes, nothing changes, right? So I've had to make a lot of changes in my life, and it's all been worth it. I don't have to make make amends. I don't have to struggle. I don't have to just feel like I'm existing. I can live today. So I'm very grateful for everything that I've learned, and people that have so many mentors in the program. And I got my sponsor, and I got like a couple like spirituality sponsors, and people I can confide in, and it makes all the difference. It makes all the difference in my life that I know I can share stuff with someone, and it doesn't go anywhere, right? It's all about the anonymity, and whatever you guys share with me, then it's not for me to share that with anyone else, right? So this is this here. Oh, can you see that? Crap, here, I'll go like this. Hold on. So this is let me see this. Woo! Trinity St. Andrews United Church. This is where I have one of the meetings I go to here in Renfrew. And met a lot of awesome people here. And yeah, so let's get a better look at the church back this way. There we go. Yeah, welcome. So yeah, so this is one of the meetings I've gone to both 12-step programs here, the AA and the NA. And I've learned from so many people. And every time I come back, I'm actually coming to a meeting tonight. I'm coming to a meeting here in Renfrew at St. Andrew's Church, 7:30 tonight. So I'm super excited to see some old faces, see some people that have made a difference in my life. So grateful for everyone. People that have shown me a better way of living. It's a bit more, seems to be a bit more overcast over this way. And just put one foot in front of the other and live one day at a time just for today, and at least makes life so much more manageable. And keep things like really simple. Keep it simple, right? So when I live a simple life, then I don't complicate the crap out of anything, and I don't get in the way of what my higher power wants me to do, and I follow directions and do all the do things, then I get super awesome, better results. And I have to continue to do that on a daily basis. Sometimes I'm not as spiritually fit. Some days I'm super spiritually fit, right? But you go through trials and tribulations, and I see all that as opportunity to grow more. And when I'm not in the right headspace, I don't see the things that are right in front of me. I need to be more present. I need to be more attentive. I need to make sure I'm not always thinking it's all about me, and because I know it's not all about me. I know everything I do, say, or think affects someone directly or indirectly, some way, shape, or form. So it's important that I share that with people so they may be able to use some of those tools in their life, either in recovery or not. So this isn't always only for people in recovery. It's just learning life skills, and I had none. I had no life skills, people skills, communication skills. I had none of that before I came into recovery, and I need to apply those tools in my life today so I can have a more manageable life, a happier life, a life full of success, or a feeling of a successful life, a happy life, purposeful life. I have a lot to be grateful for. And it wasn't full of very much gratitude when I came into a 12-step program, and I didn't know how to function. I didn't know how to communicate. My feelings and emotions were all screwed up. I didn't know why I was acting or the way I was, or treating the people the way I was. And I have a better idea what some of those reasons are and were, and that's what I work on a daily basis. Oh, over here we have. Get over on this side of the road so we can see. So they're on the other side of the road. Coming up, there's the library. You can see that. There's the library across the road there. Right over there. You see the sign. There. You can see the sign over there. That's where the library is. And so yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this travel vlog so far. And enjoying what I'm saying in this business video. It's getting out here and being active and just living life, being an active participant in my own life. I didn't know how to be my own individual, and so I didn't know how to be a friend. I didn't know how to be a husband. I didn't know how to be a partner. I didn't know how to be a dad. I didn't know how to be a good son. Everything was just all about me all the time, and I'm really tired of living that kind of existence. I have so many things in my life that I just I have so many words and to express I don't have enough words or to express my gratitude and for everyone. There's so many things out there that used to baffle me, and not so much. Every once in a while I run into something that baffles me and not understand why things are the way they are, or why I'm getting a reaction from people that I would usually get a positive reaction from, and then I got to look at that and say, okay, well, what do I need to work on next? And then I'll go to call my sponsor or go to a meeting, and I'll usually hear something that I can apply in my life to get a better result. Oh yeah, this is over here. Second. If I get across the street from it. There's a recreation center here. Oh. This is where I would come with people from the manor, and we'd shoot basketball and have a lot of good times. That's the recreation center here in Renfrew. And so yeah, I've had so much more fun in my life in recovery than I ever did when I was out drinking or drugging, for sure. With a lot of support and people telling me, you're doing okay, you're on the right track, keep doing what you're doing, and then people that, okay, well, maybe you need to slow down for a minute and make some more change, because I hit, I'll get to the points in my recovery where I'll hit a plateau, and I'm like, okay, well, something's not quite right. I don't seem to be growing. I don't seem to be in a healthy or happy state of mind, and I just need to get to the point where I have more of that willingness to make more change, and then I get back on track again. And a lot of times in my recovery, I gotta go back to basics. you know, and I'll hit some more, one-step tables, or, and turn stuff back over again. Because I know I need people in my life. I need to, brainstorm, or just go to the table and vent, and then if someone is at the table, and they'll take me aside after the meeting or whatever, and we'll talk, and then I'll gather more tools and stuff like that, because someone might be identifying with what I shared, and then they're not doing well either, and then we get together and we work through our stuff, and then we kind of work through our own problems by just sharing with another person. It's just one addict or alcoholic or whatnot sharing with another addict and alcoholic, so they don't feel so alone, and then that's what recovery is all about, just giving it back to someone else, giving it away to be able to keep it. I don't want to live a selfish life today. I want to live a selfless life today. And that's where I find success in life and purpose in life. So here, I gotta show you where McKay Manor is. It's here on Argyle Street. Almost across, and then across here's a couple of the places here that people can eventually they'll move out of the manor and into a residence, and then you learn how to be more independent and take care of more responsibilities and stuff like that too, right? So here, oh my gosh, I can't see it. There, this is McKay Manor. Hold on, back up a little bit. There, that's McKay Manor. And when I needed somewhere safe, I knew where I could go, because I'd come up and I'd see my kids, and people would always come into the manor and stuff, and I knew when I needed somewhere safe to go, I could go there, and because I was in that state of desperation and having that feeling of hopelessness, and I didn't know what to do, and at that point again, it had already ended up in another institution, and so I went from the institution in Pembroke to coming here in Renfrew to McKay Manor, so I could get my stuff back together again. And it's kind of cool at the manor, because when you're staying at the manor, it's all like regimented, right? So everyone has chores and responsibilities and stuff, and like vacuuming or helping in the kitchen or whatnot, and then meals were always at the same time, and then we'd go to the meetings in the evening or wherever the meetings were, and we had to go to at least so many meetings a week or something like that. But I was like hitting every freaking meeting I could possibly get to, because I know the meetings. That's my safe place, my safe haven. I have a lot of respect for the people that have come before me in recovery. If the people weren't there for me when I came into recovery, I wouldn't have the life I have today. I wouldn't be able to hold on to the good stuff in my life today. I wouldn't be in a stable, healthy relationship. I wouldn't be a published author. I wouldn't be able to be there for my kids or my grandchildren, and be able to build healthy relationships in the program, and learn how to be a friend, learn how to be accountable, learn how to be responsible, learn how to be my own individual. And there's so many people and so many things I've learned about myself and other people, and just by listening and be open to be able to be teachable. Because when I came into recovery, I thought I had all the answers. I thought I had to do everything on my own. And today it's the total opposite. I know I can't do like everything by myself. Sometimes I need that help. I gotta ask, talk to my higher power, or reach out to my sponsor or someone else in the program that I can confide in, because I know they're going I know they're going through the same kind of stuff, or just learn, just communicate with another person. Just open my mouth and say anything. I couldn't do that. I had no words. Like when me and Bella were married, I had no words. So we would have a discussion, or she'd be angry at me or something like that, and I had no words. I couldn't defend myself. I couldn't express myself. I couldn't express how I was feeling, and it was rough. I've been married twice with any communication skills or people skills, or knowing how to be in an equal relationship, and not always feeling self-serving and self-entitled. Like, that's a huge deal. Another part of it is the feeling of having that self-entitlement. The world owes me. I feeling deserving. And today I know I gotta work for stuff today. The things that I work most for today are the things that are most worth it in my life today. I gotta work for it. I had to work to gain back the respect of my family and my kids, and I had to work to stay in a healthy relationship. And it's all worth it. I don't dwell on the past. I don't have to live in the past. And tomorrow's not here, and I just stay in the present. Just learning how to stay present. Stay in the moment. Thrive in the moment. And then be able to share that and give that away to someone else, so they don't feel so alone, and they may be able to relate. And that means the world to me. That's truly living. Being of service to another person. Being when I'm being of use to someone else, I'm being of use to myself, because I'm feeling like I'm being part of the solution instead of part of the problem. And I no longer want to be part of the problem. I want to lift people up and love people and show people and let people know that they matter and they make a difference, and their words and their thoughts and all that are valid. I didn't grow up in a home like that. So that's why it's so important that when I'm asked to speak at a meeting, like a birthday meeting or something like that, that I say yeah. Because it's about the newcomers coming into the 12-step programs, and letting them know that I may have a few more 24 hours, but I'm no different than them. I only have a day. I only have a daily reprieve. It's like someone asks me or something like that, like, what time did you get up? Or I'll ask someone and they'll say 7 o'clock in the morning, and then I'll say, like, I got up at like 9. I'm like, well, you got more sobriety than me today, right? And that's how this works. No one's better than anyone else. No one's less than anyone else. We're all equal, and I think that's a beautiful thing. I think I learned most from the people who are just coming in now. Because I can relate. I remember where I was at when I first came in. I gotta make sure that I let the people know that are coming in that it does get better. It gets better. Come to meetings, get to meetings, be active in the meetings, get a home group, stay active. It took me a while before I grasped onto it, but that's normal. And some people come in and go out and come in and go out, and some people come in and never come back. But if I'm not there after being asked to speak and I say no, maybe my words would have been able to help them not feel so alone. So they had a little bit of hope to say, okay, well, maybe I can have a better life. So that's why when I'm asked to do something in my home group or to speak, or I do my best to say yes. But I also know not to take on too much either, because that's my big problem of mine as well. Taking on too much and then not being able to handle the workload or whatever, and then I get that feeling of being overwhelmed, and then I don't have that peace and serenity like I would usually have. So being able to self-identify with that stuff is a huge part of my life and daily living as well. So yeah, I have a lot to share. I'm almost back, and I'm gonna be doing some video, or a couple videos, or a video with my two youngest boys today or tomorrow, and we're gonna do something together as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. So if you're new to the channel, welcome home. Welcome to Scott's Thoughts, my life in recovery. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button down in there and the notification bell, and smash that like button. I'm gonna go get back and spend some more time with family, because family is important, and me now being able to work mornings is going to make all the difference. It's going to be awesome. And then I'll be able to go out and do more nature videos, and I want to know if you guys are struggling and what's going on in your world, right? So I was out earlier, so out for another bit of a short walk and getting a little bit tired again. So yeah, I hope you're all doing well and staying safe and warm. As the trees are all changing and looking all pretty. So I'm also hoping to be able to go. We're able to